Hi girlies, welcome to In the City with Simply Shardae, your Kansas City girly keeping you updated on all things Kansas City, girlhood, food, music, events, and more. With a sprinkle of girl talk because it wouldn't be me without it, okay? This series is in partnership with the Kansas City Call, a Black-owned newspaper editorial outlet in the Kansas City area. So make sure you follow both the Kansas City Call and Simply Shardae, like, comment, and subscribe so that we can keep the girlies in the know on just how beautiful Kansas City really is. So each episode, I like to start off with our girl talk where we have a good little girl conversation on what's going on, what's happening, what's the details. And so let's get into some girl talk today. This is a good one. So happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And no, I'm not including dog moms because that is disrespectful. You know, that's a story for another day. Happy Mother's Day out there to all the moms, all the grieving mothers, all the mothers who are expecting, mothers who had children, you know, all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to y'all. And with Mother's Day comes a lot of conversation. One being gentle parenting, girlies. I want to talk about it. Gentle parenting, I do feel like. Well, first, I like to believe in the Bible, and the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, or she should go, and then he won't depart. And it also said, spare the rod, spoil the child. Now, if you want to get real particular, what do you think a rod is? Now, I'm not saying go the Michael Jackson rod way. I'm not saying do that. But if that's what the Bible said, he said it for a reason. And you know, if you're at the grocery store, you can tell the kids who never got a whooping. Like, you can tell the kids who never got a spanking. It's just obvious. And it's also not to mention the kids who don't need whoopings, but like, even the kids who don't need whoopings per se, they have gotten whoopings sometimes. And it's a complete difference from kids who have never gotten a whooping. So up to me, I think I'm standing on the side of not so gentle parenting, but not abusive parenting. I'm not on the gentle parenting side, but I'm not on the abusive parent side. I'm on the spare the rod, spoil the child side. Yeah, you know, there has to be a level of respect, a level of reverence, and a level of fear. Fear is a healthy respect, a healthy reverence for parents, which when the child grows up, that respect converts into authority figures and just people in general. And I think that starts in the home. Granted, respect and all those things can be, instilled. Respect and all those things can be instilled in multiple ways, but like, to be honest, some disciplinary actions require pain. Not just emotional pain, pain to the touch, but not too much. So that's enough on that. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we're going to review it and let you know what we think back. Also, let me know if you got whoopings growing up. I didn't even get that many whoopings, but I appreciate them now. Ooh. So we got our girl talk out the way. Let's get into some music. And this is a juicy one too, because you know our artists. Last episode, we talked about Chris Brown and Usher announcing their R&B tour, Raymond and Brown tour. And now we just got the album, the brown album. I'm just like, the branding, the marketing, chef's kiss. But a lot of people don't like it. And I want to talk about it. A lot of people actually hate it. I said, OMG, like they really are giving this album bad reviews. It was rated 1.3 by somebody. I said, what in the world? And you know, I haven't seen all the reviews. I've seen some of the reviews and some of the ratings and some of the ratings prior to listening to the album. So I said, girly, get in your car, blast the speakers, and turn on that brown album. And that's exactly what I did. Because I think when you're trying out a new album, you have to listen to it in the car. You have to blast it. And I also think you need to listen to it multiple times to gain a full rounded perspective, understanding, and just to consume it properly before going in and critiquing it. That's just my thoughts. So I took a listen. I got to like halfway through the album, and I understand why people don't like it, but I feel like there are ways that could have been adjusted. From my perspective, I would call Chris Brown's Brown album a multi-genre album. So I'm listening to the songs, I'm hearing a bunch of different genres on different songs. I'm hearing jazz, I'm hearing country, I'm hearing pop, I'm hearing funk/soul, I'm hearing hip hop, I'm hearing Afro beats. Not a fan of Afro beats, but I'm hearing it. I'm also hearing a little contemporary, but I think the contemporary was kind of merged with the country / merged with the pop. So I believe a lot of people are saying they don't like the album because they could feel that it's lacking that soul, lacking that R&B, which if you're looking from a perspective of having an album with multiple genres, it's going to lack that because all genres may or may not have soul. But I think that there's still ways to include that soul amongst multiple genres because, you know, we're black and black people have soul. But however, I believe that if the album was reordered, if the songs were ordered in a slightly different way, people would have been able to be slightly more receptive to the album. I think the flow of the album makes it seem slightly disconnected from all the songs and kind of like all over the place. But when I'm listening to music, I'm not listening to the album in order every single time. I'm just listening to songs as they pop up. So individually, I actually like the songs. There's some hitters on that album. Like, I just know some of these songs are going to be the songs of the summer. One being Call Your Name. Like, that was good. Call Your Name with Chris Brown. He had Sexy Red on it and Glorilla. I loved how they kept their signature sound, their signature beats, how he merged it, and it still sounds like a Chris Brown song. I've only gotten to half the album, so I'll let y'all know what I think on the rest of the half. But for now, I actually like the album. I understand that he's talking and reaching multiple audiences, but I like multiple genres, and I like all the genres that are featured in the album. I like country, I like pop, I like R&B, I love soul, I like hip hop, and I especially like it because it's coming from him being a black artist. So that's my thoughts. So we got into our girl talk, we got into some music. Let's get into some movies, girly. And listen, these movies have been coming out back to back to back. This is the year of movies. I have been sat in that theater. They're probably like, this girl is in here every week. Does she have a AMC StubHub rewards membership? I kind of do have an AMC StubHub, but I don't have the updated membership, which if I had the updated membership, I would have saved some money. So this is your sign. Go get the updated membership. Pay like $10, $15, $20 a month. And you can get a couple of movies for free per week. I think it's worth it. Anyway, The Devil Wears Prada 2 came out a couple of weeks ago. And I went to go see it. It's a snooze fest. To me, it was rated high, like 77% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let me fact check that, but that's what I think. And I think that's kind of fairly high. However, when I went to go watch it, like, half of the movie, from the first half or from the beginning to the half of it, yeah. I'm like, the acting was slow. It's just like off. The dialogue, the conflict. I'm like, I wish there was some type of draw or connection from the first movie. I couldn't remember. I'm like, was she a journalist? Was she in fashion? I couldn't remember. And just how it started, I don't know. I think the acting was not as good as I expected it to be, in my opinion. I'm not an actor. It's just my opinion. Because I love movies and I know good acting. So yeah, but after I got to the conflict, that's when it started getting good. And it took halfway through the movie, like. And on top of that, I left. Because I watched the movie at like 10 o'clock at night, which that's kind of late. But I left because I got tired. And I couldn't, yeah. I might go see it again, might not. But if you have seen The Devil Wears Prada 2, let me know if you thought it was a snooze fest too. Because everyone's giving it high ratings, but me. Okay, girly. So we had our girl talk, got into some music, got into some movies. Let's get into some events. In our previous episode on In the City with Simplyshardae, we talked about the Black Rodeo coming to Kansas City July 31st and August 1st. So let me know if you plan to go. Let me know if you're going to get your tickets, if you're going to go on the 31st, if you're going to go on August 1st. I think this is the time. I think a time will be had. So thank you all so much for tuning into In the City with Simplyshardae. It was a pleasure speaking with you all. I mean, like, don't we always have good conversation? I think so. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to both the Kansas City Call and Simplyshardae on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Am I missing something? If I am, do that too. And we'll see you on the next episode. See ya.